What have you learned about setting and managing expectations in a social media environment versus what occurs in a digital media environment?
Well, that's a very good question. I think a digital environment, a lot of people think, does social media fall under digital? But if we're going to look at traditional digital versus kind of new media, social media, that has two different parts. Right. Digital is, I guess, like you're building a product. We have the specs, we know exactly what that product's going to look like, and this is going to be prepackaged. We know what we have. So you can set expectations more easily because you've now sat down and you have a map, you blueprint it out, you know exactly what you're going to get. So setting the expectations of how well it's built, maybe the cost or how long it takes is one thing. But with social media, the difference is that you're building a platform for people to interact on. And that is very difficult in setting expectations because you never know how many people are actually going to show up. You don't know how many people are actually going to participate, how they're going to participate, what they're actually going to say, what they're actually going to do, and how well it can go. So setting expectations, it becomes a whole different ballgame. You say, here's the cost. It's the same thing as the product with digital, but here's the cost for the platform. And then there's the actual personal interaction, which is very difficult to set the expectations, set the goals and benchmarks. This is such a new industry that people don't know what is a very positive, versus what was a negative outcome. But setting the goals for a social media experience has been very difficult for our company to run over 100 social media campaigns for major brands, and each time you learn new things. I think it's starting to now flesh out how people really are interacting, and it's because of the platforms like Facebook and like Twitter, where we're now having reliable information from how people interact, that we can now start setting expectations for social media.